What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Knab and Ro Show. I'm here with my compatriot and partner in crime, Ro. Say hi, Ro.
Hi, kids.
And welcome to this week's podcast.
Yay!
Another week down. Another stressful, exhausting week down.
Oh my gosh. I mean, the end of last week wasn't so bad, but
it was going into this one where for some reason, I don't know about up
Yeah.
there, but it's getting down in the 50s and at night in the morning, and so it's starting to get that fall weather feeling.
I love it.
Yeah,
It is amazing.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
I've been sleeping better. I sleep better when it's cold anyway. But because I can like nestle up in like my blankets and all my body pillows and everything. Because I'm one of those people that have like a gajillion pillows that I sleep with.
Yeah.
And you can't really do that in the summertime when it's really hot out.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I don't sleep really well. Like I remember, during the summer, my best hours of sleep are like 2 or 3 o'clock until I wake up about 7 for work, and so that's a very small amount of time. I mean, I sleep, but I'm just like all gross and sweaty. I don't get that good sleep
when it's the coldest out in the evening.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm excited. I hate the summer, which I've expressed multiple times during the podcast.
Yeah. So what'd you do this past week though? What'd you get into?
Not a lot. My sister's bachelorette party was on Saturday, so that was fun and interesting. We had a pure romance consultant come in, and if you don't know what pure romance is, it is definitely an adult-based company for fun things for mommy and daddy time, or late evening things. So that's about as far as I'll go, because this is a family show.
Ro, I don't think our listeners understand. You might need to go in a little more detail, please.
Nope. That's as far as I'm gonna go with that. Thank you.
Man.
So needless to say, I found out a lot of things I really didn't want to know about some family members.
Oh yeah. That'll happen.
It's a little awkward.
I try to stay away from those. But actually, I do have something that was in my life in regards to pure romance, but it was not what you think. So when I worked
they have a wide variety. They've got like lotions and some diffusers. So it's not naughty things.
I'm not talking about that, Ro.
Oh, jeez.
I bought none of their product. I will say that. So it has nothing to do with me.
A pure romance consultant?
No. I didn't date anybody like that. No. It's a lot more boring than either of those options. When I was a recruiter, worked for a talent agency, actually knew the head of HR for the pure romance department in downtown Cincinnati.
Well,
so we went there a couple times with a couple of my other friends just to ask them, do the whole salesman thing, do discovery questions, find out what their pains are, how we can be of assistance, if they had any jobs to give out, all that jazz. And all I can say is that every flipping human in that building was drop dead gorgeous. The girls, the guys, everybody was good looking.
Yeah, it definitely takes a special someone with a special personality and no inhibitions to do those things. Because the gal that was there, she's a hoot and a half. I mean, she just, all the experiences you ever wanted to know about everything on that line, she has done and could tell you a story about it. And I'm just like, okay. Me being on the conservative side and being like, leave that to each own device, just wasn't quite used to such an ambitious
right.
So,
but we digress. It's fun. It's
I mean, I'm not knocking it. It's just I'd never been to one before. I've heard of it, but I'd never been to one. So it was my first one.
I mean, I'll keep the stories to minimum. I know you told us a story about what personal story last night. I'm just gonna leave that one go.
Talking about?
I'm totally just kidding. I'm just totally kidding.
No, it's all good. Yep. That'll stay in zombie land.
Zombie land, yes. So when she says zombie land, she's talking about 7 Days to Die. We've gotten a liking of that, and we finally got a chance to play a couple times with our two buddies down in Florida.
The Florida boys.
Boys. Yep. So we were having a hoot last night. Oh my gosh. dude. And can I just say, Ro and I started a new server because there was a big update, so we had to wipe everything you guys saw on that one podcast. So it's a brand new base, which is amazing. I would just like to say, but I'm out killing zombies at Ro. She has a flippin' AK-47, and I have a sledgehammer because I put my points into using sledgehammers. I yell, "Zombie, watch out!" And I apparently run into her screen view, her view there, and also, bow, right in the face.
It was like, bow, 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 bow.
Yeah,
I thought you were a zombie and you were gonna die, and I about killed you into like an inch of your life in that game, and I felt so bad, and I was crying so hard because I was laughing, and oh my gosh, it was so funny, so good.
Yeah. So before we get further into this, we're kind of getting off on major tangents because we're both exhausted. I know Ro's exhausted, I'm exhausted. So this is just going to be another fireside chat with Knab and Ro.
Yeah.
Basically.
Get a beverage, chill out, relax. Hear our stories of the week.
Yeah, and just hang out.
I feel like we're sometimes funny, so
have
a laugh or two.
Oh,
or,
yeah.
You know.
Oh, yeah. So I guess before we get further, I didn't really get to tell you guys what I did this week.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what did you do this week? I mean, I saw some videos. I just need to point out that if you have not seen Knab's kids, they are freaking adorable.
Totes my goats.
Little Roran has my heart in his hand. I just love that kid. Anyway, they went to, you can say.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to tell them about my week, feel free. But there is a very special place to me in Cincinnati. Actually, since we moved up north, it's closer to us. So it used to be a good 35 minutes or so from it. Now we're 12 minutes from it. A place called Chateau La Rouge, which I think means castle on the rock, or castle of rock, or castle of stone in French, or something like that. But it's the Loveland Castle, so it's in the city of Loveland, right on the Little Miami River. And one man built it starting in the early 90s, and he passed away in 1981, I want to say, is when he passed away.
You just said he started building it in the 90s. When I said 90s, I meant like the 1900s is what I meant. Okay.
Yeah, so like the 9000s. Yeah, that's my bad.
In the 90s, he died.
He rose from the grave. He took the DeLorean back in time.
He built it from the grave.
Yeah, but he literally took creek rock from the river there, the Little Miami River, and when he couldn't find enough good river rocks, he went and took milk cartons, like the regular cardboard ones, and poured concrete in it and made blocks out of concrete and built this castle by hand. He worked with Boy Scout troops and a couple other things, and the kids, we'll make you an honorary knight, and they called themselves the Knight of the Golden Trail. If you guys come and help me get creek stones and bring it up.
Yeah.
But I mean, 90% of it was done just solely by him alone. It was unbelievable.
Awesome.
Yeah, so we took the kids there. Roran is absolutely flipping hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
At one point, and this is what Ro pointed out to me earlier before we started doing the podcast, is we're going up these stairs near the garden at the side, or I guess that's the rear. I don't really know. I think it's the side rear of the castle. And on these steps, so one of the stone concrete things, there is a drainage pipe which goes, I guess, from the gardens to kind of help with over saturation of the garden beds. We're going up, and I'm with little Alistair up top, and Stephanie's back and walking with Roran. All of a sudden he goes, sees his pipe, without even hesitating, leans down, puts his face to it, and goes, "Daddy, wait for me!"
Yeah, I think he was trying to get you. So he's like running, and then he hits the steps, and he sees the pipe, and he's like, "Daddy, wait for me!" And then continues up the steps. And I mean, this kid,
it's so funny. Like, what made him want to yell on this pipe? It's so.
I mean, clearly you're
funny.
like north, and that pipe's going like west or whatever. I mean, like, that pipe isn't gonna tell you nothing, kid. But he was hilarious.
Oh, it was a blast.
Love that kid.
And actually, on a side note, so 2 years ago, I did on my Knab Productions page. I went to Loveland Castle and I put together a video of me there during a big event that they had there. And I wore my armor and I went there. And when we went here on Sunday, I walked in there and the guy that was at the front desk, I said, "Hey, do you remember a guy about 2 years ago or so that came here in a full suit of armor?" And his face lit up like it was raining gold, man. He was like,
Aw.
"Oh man, I was hoping I'd see you again." I mean, it really felt real cool.
Aw.
But we talked for a little bit, yeah. And every third Saturday of the month, they get together and just work on the grounds and do stuff like that. And
Awesome.
there's
Yeah.
actually a year-long probationary period until you become a Knight of the Golden Trail. They actually have like a full shebang about it. You know, if you're a kid, you
Well,
become a squire, do all that stuff. But
yeah.
me, I'm like, I mean, I'm already a knight, but you know, I'll do it again. But this
You
place
should go for like when they do the knightings. You should go in your knight stuff and like help them.
oh, absolutely. I had a
Knighted by a
yeah.
knight, you know?
Oh yeah.
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, and the cool thing about it, if you get in with the community, you become a Knight of the Golden Trail, and you help them out, and you become active, you can actually rent the castle for free because you're a knight of the castle.
Oh.
Sleep there, have sleepovers, you know, just hang out, you know, stuff like that, which I think
Okay,
is
you
pretty
need
awesome.
to become a knight so we can
Do a
stay the
podcast.
night and do a podcast.
Yeah.
We can do like a night podcast. We're sitting here in the castle.
Yeah, ooh, it could be a haunted podcast.
Ooh, yeah. All
No,
right.
I have no
write
idea
that
if
down.
it's haunted, but yeah,
Write that
it's,
down.
it's a
We can
to-do.
pretend.
To-do list, that's right. Yeah.
To-do.
Oh, man.
To-do.
That's right. Oh goodness gracious! So what else is on your mind, Ro? What's kind of big with you right now?
Well, just my sister's wedding's in like 4 weeks, and then
Uh-huh.
we're doing a family vacation towards the end of this week. And I wanted to update everybody because I know we talked for a good chunk of time last week about the fires in Oregon here,
Yeah.
because that was very much a big issue going on last week. And the fires are starting to be contained, which is great. You know, like I said last week, a lot of damage had been done and towns have been wiped out, but a lot of people have been returning back to homes that weren't destroyed, and things are starting to kind of go back to normal
Yeah.
as much as they can. It's still pretty hazardous air quality here. Just because there still are fires going, but it's not as bad as it was last week. Thankfully, the weather has been cooperating and it's a lot cooler. And I think we're supposed to get some rain tomorrow or Friday.
Well, that would be
And I think my Chinese food is here, so I will be right
Go
back.
get some Chinese food.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start gibber gabbing. Yeah. So I wanted to mention we had done it was, oh my goodness gracious, that was a long time ago. It was, I believe, our 6th or 8th podcast. I can look up here real quick. We did with the Queen of the Ohio Renaissance Fair, and here we go, edits. It was podcast number 8, Save the Queen, or God Save the Queen, and we will post that again. I ended up that was before we did Facebook. We were just doing YouTube, but the Renaissance Fair is pretty much almost countrywide. We're completely just shut down. COVID, they're not doing it, but thank the Lord, Ohio is going to be doing 3 evening nights. So they already did one this past weekend. We're doing one here in September, later on in September, and then another one in October. But it's like, I'd say half of the fairgrounds, and it's limited capacity. They're taking all the precautions and whatnot, but it looks awesome. I plan on going to one, if not both of them. I don't know if the whole deal about it. I need to call my friends that work there and get the scoop or whatnot, or look on the website. But I'm really, really, really excited about that. You know, when you have something like that where it's such a big community and then you can't do it, it's just, it just breaks
It's
my
horrible.
heart. I don't like it. Oh, you're back.
I'm back. Yes,
You're
I'm
back.
back. See, this is real time, kids.
Real time. Real time. We
Real
got
time.
Chinese food coming in. I'm eating
Real
a
time.
steak that I grilled out earlier today. Oh, yeah.
Speaking of food, so I'm going to revisit a podcast that we did maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago, I think.
Is
It's
that
about road trips.
Road trips, yes.
Road trips. And I had put a post up on our Facebook page in regards to what people's favorite road trip must-haves are, you know. And then we had talked about a little bit about it during the podcast, what our favorite ones are. But I, posted it and asked people what their favorite go-tos are.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do a shout out to Nicole and Draco for showing me the ways of Starburst gummies. I had no idea that Starburst made gummies. And I'm a huge fan of Starburst. I'm a huge fan of their jelly beans that come around Easter time in the spring. Huge fan of their jelly beans. Like I just love jelly beans. So when I heard about these gummies, I was like, what? So I looked around some stores here. I don't know if it's like East Coast, middle of the United States area. I don't know, but I could not find them here in any of our stores. So went to Amazon, and guess what they had?
Starburst gummies.
Starburst gummies. So I ordered a couple packages, and I'm completely in love with Starburst gummies.
Yeah, well, okay, I can speak to. So Nicole is a great human being. I absolutely love her to death. She went to high school with me.
I love her now because
yeah,
she just showed me the way of Starburst gummies.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So
she's my friend now.
We love her to death. Thank you for that suggestion. Absolutely, and I am bad. I'm sorry, I haven't tried it yet, but I will. I will try it.
Okay.
I will.
You need to, if you like Starburst, and if you like gummies. I mean, I'm not a huge gummy bear fan because I feel like sometimes gummy bears,
it's hit or miss.
Too hard. Like they're either super hard. I like soft.
The
soft gummy bears.
Like gummy worms.
But a little bit softer than that. But yeah, I mean they're somewhat the same consistency. I really like fruit snacks. I just like the texture of like, I don't know.
What kind of fruit snack? Welch's?
Well, yeah, we have those.
Uh-huh.
I think that's what they are. And then there's also this other brand that Costco has that I don't remember what it is. But it's good too.
Mm-hmm.
But Welch's is good. Yeah, Welch's is good.
Well,
I'm not a huge fan of Gushers, which
oh no!
I know.
No!
I know we've had this conversation before, and you really hate me for not liking them. But it's a texture thing. I don't like the gushy in the Gushers. I don't know how else to explain it. Like whatever they have in the middle of that.
Oh my
I just don't like.
I keep trying to tell
It's
myself
weird.
it's a family show. It's a family show. It's a family show. Don't go there, Michael.
You're so dirty.
But, I would like to say though, big shout out to the Mars company, right? Mars Inc.
Yeah, you work for them, don't you?
I do. Yes, they make Starbursts.
Well, can you do me a favor?
I knew it. Here comes Ro. Can you please give me some?
We talked about this. Yeah, we talked about this last year. Was it last year? Year before? I told you. I told you. I needed you to send a letter to have them bring back the lime Skittles instead of the green apple ones because green apple is just disgusting.
Oh well.
Gross.
That's
like,
a complete separate division.
Well, you need to. You're closer. You can get your foot in the door better than I can because you work for where you work.
Yeah. Oh, that is true. That's very true. But besides that, Ro, thank you for that. Yeah. I'm gonna just give that shout out to Mars for being the one company that actually made it on the list of the podcast for an amazing road trip food. Woo!
Yeah. Yay.
Very exciting. Oh, before I forget, Ro, I think I told you this. I don't know if I told all the listeners this. I think I did. But I took my CCW course, so did like the big full 1-day course and all that good jazz and got certified. I just got my license in the mail today. Or my certificate. Yeah, I got this Ohio license to carry. Yeah. So Ohio. So I'm pretty proud of that. I know some of you might not be pro gun and I'm not going into all that. I just, for me, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I considering my gun handling in zombies, I probably shouldn't be trusted with one.
No, you shouldn't. No. I'm going to go from 200 to 30 health just like that, Ro.
I probably shouldn't carry one.
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, good times. Man, you know what? I'm going to pull these gummies up because I don't think I ever actually looked them up, and now I'm going to do that because I'm curious.
Yeah, you should.
Okay, we're gonna.
They have. I came across someone, so they have like the original, strawberry, cherry, orange, and lemon, which are your normal Starburst flavors, and then they also have like. It looks like
Because there's like a
Like
green
the stripe
bag,
of-
there's a blue
Yeah, the
bag.
green. Oh well, the green. I think the green bag is the sour.
Oh yeah, sour. Oh, the blue
Yeah.
bag is the original gummy burst candy bag. At least that's what it says here.
I think
Holy
those might be
moly!
hard. I think those might be hard candies, like Jolly Ranchers.
Gummy
But
bursts.
these are actually. Yeah, oh, maybe those are the gummy. But maybe they have things inside them. But remember, I don't like the thingies inside the gushers. So I didn't investigate that because I knew I wouldn't like it. But no, the regular ones are yellow and was it red, orange, orange, red?
Yeah.
They look like like the regular Starburst you would buy. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But they're
I see it.
gummies.
Okay, those look good.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the images and salivating. Ooh, those look so good.
Yeah.
The world's largest gummy worm for $30. What?
That's a lot of gummy worms.
What in the? See, this is what happens. You do a podcast. I'll start googling crap. And I come back.
So for Christmas every year, instead of buying presents for like our extended family and stuff when we get together, we do kind of like it's like the white elephant game, but we actually buy like nice gifts, like $20 or whatever, and then we do the same rules for the white elephant gift exchange thing. And one year, my cousin, this is probably like 10 years ago, my youngest cousin, probably like 10, 12, 13 maybe, there was like a 10-pound bar of chocolate that was in there. And
Oh my.
he was like, I want that, and did everything. I mean, we're all like, okay, if you want that chocolate. His mom's like, no, don't get that. That's too much sugar, blah, blah, blah. But I just remember how excited he was when he ended up with that 10-pound bar of chocolate.
Oh my goodness.
It was solid, too. It was pretty heavy. But,
Oh my. 10 pounds.
yeah, 10 pounds, yeah.
Full 10 pounds. Yeah.
It was
Oh my goodness.
crazy. Yeah, I remember my nephew, I think for Christmas, or maybe it was Easter, I can't remember. He got some sort of like ginormous solid chocolate bear or something from his
Oh my
dad, I think.
goodns. That's just a
My sister.
lot of chocolate.
A lot.
It is a lot of chocolate. And I'm
mean,
looking at this giant, like 3-foot, like 4-inch or 2-inch thick gummy worm, and I'm thinking, oh god.
Like, how do you even begin to eat that?
I
Your poor
mean-
teeth would just, ugh.
You have to cut it off like a steak and
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
and eat it.
Here, hold a moment while I,
That's just so weird.
cut through my gummy worm.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious. But
Ugh,
so
candy.
on
Yeah.
on a side note here, on the back well, like I said, the background of my computer. So whenever these podcasts, I'm facing forward, looking at my
Right.
screen, and my backdrop is underneath this big cliff, kind of overlooking what looks to me to be out in Arizona or something big like that, like deserty areas,
Mhm.
with big old rock mountainous things that you know. I don't really know what to call them. People are like, "You're dumb." I don't know what to call it. Just big old rocks sticking out of the ground, and
Right.
it looks gorgeous. And I'm thinking that we should also do a road trip sometime out to like these big parks and do a park podcast.
Ooh, yeah. That's an awful lot of traveling you're expecting me to do there, sir.
Hey, I'm just saying, when the Knab and Ro Show gets going, we get ourselves like a short bus, we deck it out, we tear out the seats, we build something.
Yeah.
I mean, we could get a on the road show. It'd be fantastic.
Yes, that would be great. I can't begin to tell you how many like old school buses or charter buses I've seen people buy and then gut out and then make little homes in them, little apartments and beds and stuff. And I'm like, oh, that's a great.
Oh, there are a lot of people that I see online that do that, whether it's a like a small conversion van and they literally sell their house, they sell everything, and they live out of this it's not a big van by any means, but for one person it'll do, I guess.
Yeah.
It's literally like a bed. But I think I would at least need a short bus minimum if I were to do something. You know what I mean? Like a
yeah.
at least something
we could be
like
Knab
that.
and Ro on the go. Woo!
Oh my
There
gosh.
we go.
We're gonna have to
It'd
bring
be great.
ourselves satellite dish so we can get Wi-Fi and all that good jazz.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think
be
that'd be hilarious. Bring the kids, bring Stephanie. We'll go over road trips. We'll go all over the place. Just have a blast.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then we're gonna need a bigger bus.
Okay, yeah, with the kids, good lord.
Yeah, a little bus ain't gonna work. We're gonna need a big bus.
Just get a full size. We'll just get a double decker.
Okay, you can have the upstairs. I'll have the downstairs.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Too
Well,
fun.
we're looking at 24 minutes. We wanted this to be a short podcast. Like I said, we're exhausted. We just wanted to talk and just have a nice fireside chat, grab a drink, and just enjoy some conversation. Just kind of go from there.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like we should integrate this in our rotations too, because it's nice to just not really have an agenda and just
go for it.
Chat and see what happens, and you know.
Oh, it's the best. It's the best ever. You know, talk about some current events and things and stuff and whatnots, you know.
Yeah.
Just go from there.
Yeah. Definitely.
I like it. Yeah. Well, everybody, let us know what you would like us to chat about, as always in the comments down below. And like Nicole, how we gave her a shout out for her awesome comments. We will put you guys in the podcast if you are actively commenting back and forth with us. So they're just a little reminder.
And if there's like anniversaries or birthday shout outs or anything, we are more than happy to do some free shout outs for you. If you
absolutely.
Comment and let us know. We'd be more than happy to do a shout out for you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like I've said it like 10 times tonight, but that's okay.
Well, you know.
It's all good. Well, everybody, as always, we'd like to thank you so much for listening to this podcast. If you like the podcast, go ahead and jack that like button right in the nose. Don't forget to tell your friends and family all about the Knab and Ro Show. And this podcast is a wrap.
Till next time, kids.